Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Well, here we are again. Some dumb guy, some dumb kitty, buddy. Have you seen some stuff today? I've got some stuff. Would you like to see some stuff? I'd like to share some stuff. Boxes of stuff. First box, our good friends over at Deep Discount. Yeah. Let's see what Deep Discount has sent us today. Stuff. Padding, packing lists, movies. Yay. Hey, buddy. Okay, so first up, a movie I've only seen once and is a mid-adolescent, maybe 11, 12, whatever, that messed with my head a little bit, and not in the sense that the movie itself was a problem, but its existence was. What do I mean by that? Okay. This movie is a remake of a classic movie, and I watched most part of it, maybe not all in its entirety, I don't really know, but it stuck with me. And then later I learned of the original and saw footage of the original, and before later seeing the original, and I was confused because remake is color, original's black and white, title's the same, and I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, I know this, but then every reference that was coming back to the original film, I didn't know that there was more than one at the time. I thought this is just it, right? I'm like, this is all familiar, but it's black and white versus color, and the actors are different, and I don't know, right? Anyway, I'd been intending to buy this remake. I already own the original. It's in my library. But the price for the Blu-ray was more than I was willing to pay for it. Until about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3, when a 4K upgrade of the remake, which is what I'm holding now, was announced. And what did I do in celebration of that announcement? I went and bought the old Blu-ray. Yeah, why? Okay, so I loathe steelbooks. And I hate studios pushing steelbook exclusives. I hate the marketing gimmick behind that. I hate the FOMO that they try to artificially create by doing so. I hate that they are restricting their sales, their audiences, and the physical media market as a whole by pushing these. This year, I've probably rejected upgrading 20 movies, whether I have them or would it be an actual upgrade from a lesser format to 4K. Strictly because the studio, or boutique label maybe, has chosen to present it as a steelbook exclusive. No other options whatsoever. Like, you want this 4K, this movie in 4K, you will buy the steelbook and you'll be happy. Well, guess what? I won't. So, in light of that, I went, because the price dropped, and I purchased this. This is the original Blu-ray of the remake of The Night of the Living Dead, remake of the 1968 George Romero classic. And this one even says George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which is interesting. There is a fate worse than death. This is a colorized version. So George A. Romero produced, Tom Savini directed, starring Tony Todd. It's a Columbia Pictures film. I'm trying to find the year of release here because I have no clue. I thought it was in the 80s. Oh, 1990, there it is. Now, the 4K release apparently is going to offer some kind of special cut of the film. I don't know if that's exclusive. I mean, as far as like the only cut, or if it's going to have the original theatrical cut, which I'm assuming this is. And I'm assuming that's the only thing I've seen, and I'm okay with that. But I won't comply. I refuse to cooperate. This thing dropped below $20 right after that announcement, and I saw it on Amazon and Deep Discount site. They both mirrored each other's prices, and as my regulars will know, not only do I reject steelbooks, but I try my damnedest now to steer a good percentage of my business away from Amazon as much as I can when it's cost effective. I don't want to make a dedicated video on that particular subject. Why, what, how, so forth and so on, because I'd really like, I know I have no reach, I have no influence, but I would sure like to make an effort to encourage others to do likewise. I doubt I'll have an impact, but you know what? It would make me feel better. Give me some fresh new content for my channel other than just saying, hey, look what I bought and hey, look what I watched, right? So that's always good. Need to be a little bit more well-rounded as far as my particular interests here. Next up will be a Blu-ray blind buy for me, and a movie that I kind of just stumbled across very recently. Didn't even know it existed. This is from, it looks like it says 1940 in very small print, Paramount Pictures, 1 hour and 34 minutes. This starring the much appreciated and always loved Barbara Stanwyck. And I'm learning very frequent collaborator Fred McMurray. Off the top of my head, I think maybe they've starred in at least 4 films together. And I think I might have 4 films of them together. I need to check on that and see, but I keep coming across more because I've not done, as a Barbara Stanwyck fan, I've not done like a dedicated search of her films. Like, I'm open to collecting her entire filmography as best I can, but I haven't made a determined effort to seek her out or her stuff. But when I come across it, I add it to my wish list and or buy it pretty much on the spot. And this one is called Remember the Night. I thought they did very well together in Double Indemnity, which is the first time I'd been exposed to him. And it's a recent watch for me. And was probably second or third time I'd been exposed to her. Knew who she was, but first actually watched anything that she was in, going through this Frank Capra collection that I had recently went through and watched. And her first film in that particular collection was the film that made her career, essentially, was her breakout role. Sad to say, I think it's called Ladies of Leisure, if memory serves. And she got my attention right away. And ever since, pretty consistently. And she's got a few films in that library, the collection. Next up is a film adaptation of one of my favorite authors' novels. It's from 2003. It's 115 minutes. I know I've seen this movie twice. The first time, I remember enjoying it quite a lot. The second time, not so much. I think it's not particularly well cast, but I understand why it was. You know how sometimes a film will be made and the cast is more representative of stars of the moment versus actual acting ability or fit for a particular role, right? So it's like, okay, who are the not even peak actors, just who are the it people at the moment, right? Let's throw them into this movie. And this is what they did. And in this case, it is Michael Crichton's timeline. So you got Gerard Butler there. You've got Paul Walker. Now, Gerard Butler I'm okay with. Paul Walker didn't really work for me in this. If I recall correctly, and I will rewatch it soon. And then the lady here looks very familiar. It is Billy Connolly is in this. What else we got? This is directed by Richard Donner. That's kind of disappointing. Yeah, well, not his best work, I think. But the lovely lady here is Frances O'Connor. Okay, I thought it might be, but it's not a great picture of her, so I wasn't 100% sure. Yeah, nice little time travel jaunty film that we'll have to rewatch. What prompted me to buy this one and add to my library? Price. I came across it on their website. The price was good, so I did it. I don't know what order to present these, but they're related. So this is how we're going to do it. It's going to be a little bit awkward. But as a collection, we have, I'm not sure how many of these I've seen. They all kind of run together a little bit to me, but let's go. Gonna throw them out. All right, first and foremost, we have a Blu-ray of Starship Troopers 3 Marauder. Pretty confident I have seen this one. This was the return of Rico, and also Jolene Blaylock of Star Trek Enterprise fame. This is the third film in the Starship Troopers franchise. The second one, Hero of the Federation, I must have just gone out of print prior to me buying this because I ain't seen it anywhere. But I wanted to build myself a Starship Troopers collection. Which leaves me with the next entry, animated Starship Troopers Invasion. I want to believe I've seen this one. I think it takes place on a ship, and just based on the imagery here is somewhat confirmational. I think I remember that one being okay. And then lastly, why this one is available on 4K when, as far as I know, only the original film is. This one also being animated, computer generated, with another return of Johnny Rico. We have Starship Troopers Traitor of Mars. And it looks like Johnny's undergone some shit. He's older, he's grayer, he's scarred, he's missing an eyeball. He's still fighting bugs. So I need to find myself a copy of Starship Troopers 2, Hero of the Federation, so that I could indulge in a 5-part marathon, because I don't think I've got the original one, obviously, but I don't think, aside from that second one, that there are more than 5 total films. I'm going to look into that and be sure before I start, because I want to have them all in my possession. I just need to find that film. Let's move on to Amazon, shall we? This box feels really light. I don't expect there's going to be much in here, except a whole lot of packages. What's that, buddy? Not much in here. 2 titles, and we're done. Complete random buy and buy. And either my last or a recent episode of Some Dumb Watch, depending on when this airs, I discussed watching a movie called Sting, and I presented it. And that was a blind buy. I bought it on premise alone. Now, when I put Sting in to watch it, I had a collection of trailers of a low-budget variety from studios I've probably never heard of. And there was a trailer for this. It's from 2024. It is a 91-minute, so somewhat brief. And it is called... I need to flip that over. The Last Stop in Yuma County. That was hard for me to read backwards for some reason. Not that this has any value, but somebody certified it fresh. I'm not even going to name those bastards because I don't believe in what they do. I don't think they're honest brokers at all in any of it. It's hard to describe what the plot is based on the trailer. It's seemingly a series of events. Maybe picture the opening of From Dusk Till Dawn in the liquor store and just take that scene of the movie and create an entire film around it. That might be a close approximation of what The Last Stop in Yuma County is. Last, but certainly not least. This is a 4K film. I can't remember for life of me if I've actually seen it, but I've been meaning to get my hands on it for a long time. It is a Shout Select 4K title. The price on this wasn't coming down, and although I would have loved it to get it for about 20 or less, couldn't quite pull it off, so I finally pulled the trigger on the lowest price that I'd ever seen it as, and I think it went on sale during Prime Day. I think this might be a leftover from that. Don't quote me, I'm not 100% sure, but my regular viewers will know how I am on submarine adventure films and thrillers, so here we go. K-19, The Widowmaker, starring Harrison Ford and Liam Neeson, with a really nice slipcover on it. It's got a feel to it, a texture that is unexpected. And this is not a new release either. This has been out for some time, so pretty surprised it's still coming with one, particularly coming from Amazon, not Shout Direct, which I'm not really feeling so inclined to support them directly anymore. I've not been happy with them as a business, the way they operate. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. It is what it is, right? Things happen. Nothing major, nothing like some other people that I refuse to do business with at all, but I'm not feeling the love so much like I do with Kino Lorber or Criterion Collection, where discs are loose. We're going to have to look at that right away. Anyway, I don't feel like a need to support them directly. That's that. Now, in closing, be on the lookout because today came in this bad boy. This is box number 1 for the aforementioned Kino Lorber and their spring into summer sale. There is coming a box 2. That order was placed today because their sale ends in 2 or 3 days. I had to break my purchases down. Eventually, I thought I was going to maybe do it in 3s or at the worst 2, but a much more abbreviated version than what I actually bought. I didn't get nearly the totality of what I was looking at originally. The sale went into effect, and I went through it, grabbing anything that caught my interest and throwing it in my cart. I started with 108 titles, totaling over $1,500. Spoiler alert, I didn't purchase anywhere near that. Just, there's a small measure of sanity here. It's not much, but we cling to what we have, right? So anyway, that's that. This is next up. There's another one in transit. There's at least one package coming in from Groove. I don't think I have anything else pending from Deep Discount. But one never knows, because I can't keep track of the way I operate. I do tend to lose track sometimes of what is out there. I know I've got another Amazon package. Today's Friday, so I've got some stuff rolling in as of tomorrow. So they keep coming, as they always do. Thank you for joining me on my meanderings as always. What did you think of my pickups for this haul video? What have you yourselves purchased and added to your wonderful home library? Please share. We'd love to hear about those and engage. Just a word of FYI-ness, because I haven't been able to really cover it any other way. YouTube's being really funny with me right now. I don't know if it's just me or something with my account or whatever, but I'm not, this has happened twice now, I'm not getting notifications for comments, whether it be within my videos or responses to comments I make on other videos for other channels. I get occasional notifications of new subscribers, but that's it. That's all I get from YouTube. So for those of you who do leave comments in my video, I am working, kind of scrolling through my whole library of videos and making sure I can go through and hopefully check and catch everybody. I'm not leaving anybody out on purpose, so if I miss you or it takes me a while to get to you, it's not intentional. I'm just not aware that your comments are out there. So if you post something, I will get to it as soon as I discover it, and then if you respond to that, it's an ongoing thing. I need to see if there's another way, I think, to fix this problem. Anyway, that's that. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Say hi to Sleepy Buddy. On your way out. Ooh, Sleepy Buddy. Here he is. And see you next time. Bye-bye. Good night.
Alan,